Right. Good morning, Erika. Thank you very much for participating at this video that aims to motivate and inspire young Roma people.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Fine, thanks. How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Right. So let's start with the first question. Could you please tell us a little bit about yourself, your place of origin, so where you are from, and yeah, your background.
So I came from Slovakia, and I came to UK in 2006. I was 19 years old when I came to the UK.
Okay. And whereabouts in Slovakia are you from?
It's a small city called Sabino, near Prešov.
Oh, lovely. Okay. And what was your experience in living in your home country in Slovakia?
Um, I come from a small city, or let's call it town. So people knew us. Me and my sister, we used to go to a musical school, we used to play piano, so we were quite well known. So between the group of people that knew us, I would say there was no racism because they knew who we were, me and my sister.
So you said you came to the UK when you were 19. Did you come on your own or with your family? And what was the reason for you coming into the UK?
So I came with my sister, and we came to stay with our family friends. It was more like a summer holiday, but then me and my sister, we decided to stay, and I knew that I wanted to study in the UK.
Lovely. Okay. And what did you decide to study?
So I decided to study law. So I've done a business and law degree. It was in Cambridge University, Anglia Ruskin. I finished that one in 2011, and then I had 2 gap years. Basically, I needed a time to save money for the last year, which is called legal practice course, and that is 1-year course. And I finished that one in 2014, and that one was in Leicester de Montfort University.
Mm-hmm.
So it was 4 years altogether, the university.
What was it like to study at university for you?
The beginning was hard, obviously, because I studied English in Slovakia, only Slovakia. And when I started business and law, obviously, it's very different English. So the first year was very difficult. I had to learn the dictionary, but then it was getting better.
Okay. And what about your fellow students? How they were kind of seeing you as a Roma female? Did they actually understand what Roma means and were they accepting you?
Obviously, we are in the UK. There were many different nationalities, so like they didn't really consider who is who. Basically, we all were just students here.
That's very good. And what about your family? How did they react to the fact that you are studying at university?
So my parents are the ones that were always supporting me. They wanted me to study. They've been always supportive. They've been always helping me to study. When I was in primary school, they've been doing homeworks with me. And obviously, they were the ones that wanted me to study, and they were pushing me as well. Like they wanted me to go to university. So I would say this was really helpful because I had a family that was supporting me all the time.
That's very important. Okay. And what do you like about the UK? You obviously mentioned you had the opportunity to study. Is there anything else you would mention that you like?
So I would say the UK is a country which allows you to do whatever you want. So everyone's got the same opportunity. So I would say this is the main benefit when you come to the UK. And I was also working and studying at the same time. I don't think I would be able to do this in Slovakia, to work and study at the same time.
Okay. And what does it mean to be a Roma?
I would say to be Roma, and if you want to achieve something, you would need to do more than 100%. This is always the case. Whatever you do, you need to show more. And I think this is what is expected, whether you're in Slovakia or in the UK, you always need to do more than 100%. This is what is expected.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And last question on the topic of Roma. would you say that the role of Roma women in society is changing? And if yes, is it for good? Or what's your opinion on the role of women, Roma women?
So I'm slowly getting to know more Roma women all over the UK, and I can see they are studying. They are studying politics. They are studying. They want to become social workers. So I can see the change. They want to do different jobs, and they are willing to spend that extra time with studying, and they are juggling between the family and the children, so they're able to do it. I know one friend, she's at a university, she wants to become a teacher, she's got 2 small kids, and she's still able to do it.
That's amazing, and that's very often the worry of many Roma women, girls, pupils, thinking, how can I achieve my career if I will have to be a housewife, I will have to look after my children, my husband. The community and the family expectations of Roma women is slightly different to the men, so would you say it is possible to achieve it?
Yes, obviously, but when you're a woman, it is difficult. You need to prioritize. So I had 2 gap years after I got married. I had a child. My son is going to be 5 now. So yes, I had 2 gap years, and then I found a job, because when you want to become a solicitor, you need to do 2 years of practice. You need to get a training contract. So I waited this for 2 years, and I just got qualified last month. So yes, it takes some time, and I think the main point is not to stop, because you can take a break, but it will be easy just to say it's too late now, I just leave it. But no, the main point is just to carry on, and you can take a breaks, but you have to finish what you started.
Absolutely. And last question. Okay, so you mentioned that you studied law university. So what job do you do now?
So the training contract I was doing in a small family firm, so it was family law. And the main cases that I was dealing with, it was care proceedings. So there are cases when the social workers take the children from the family because there is some kind of a neglect or some other family issues. And then other cases like abduction, for example, when the father takes the child away to a different country, and then we want the child to be returned back to mother, for example. So yeah, mainly family cases I was dealing with.
That's very interesting area of the law, I would say. You must come across to many Roma families, and also it must be very important for the Roma families, I think, when they are able in such a tragic situations to speak to in their native language and see a Roma female, in the situation must be absolutely amazing to them.
Yes, I had a client that couldn't actually explain everything in Slovak, so she had to use Roma language. So I found it like something new, like some people can't explain everything in Slovak or Czech language, so they prefer to speak in Roma.
Okay. And 10 years from today, where do you see yourself in?
So obviously I want to be experienced solicitor. I might do some different law as well, maybe a little bit of criminal in the future. But firstly, I want to get very confident and experienced in family law.
Lovely. Okay. And lastly, what would be your message to all the young Roma people that are listening to this video?
So maybe the main thing is just to study when you are young. No one will take away this from you, the knowledge that you learn. This is the most important, to study when you are young and never give up. Even when you become older, you can always start when you are older to study.
Absolutely. Yeah, education is the key. It's a phrase that we hear all the time, but I think
Yes.
it's absolutely the key. And as you said, your parents, supporting you was the key for you to see the importance of education and then follow the way through. So yeah, absolutely. Okay, Palikarav, okay, and yeah, thank you very much, Erika, and I hope obviously we'll stay in touch, and all the best to your work and family and everything else, and looking forward to see you again.
Thank you. Same to you.